We are not in the basement, we are in the shul, and because we are in such a conservative and religious place, let me do something more classical to do with the parsha. So the end of Parshat Bamidbar ends with something quite cryptic, something quite strange. The discussion, the subject is the family Kahat of the Levi'im, their job, what they have to pack, they pack up the vessels, the kilim of the Mishkan, when the Mishkan has to move, when they have to move the Mishkan from place to place. If you remember, in the desert, in the Midbar, they encamp, the whole of Am Yisrael encamps, and then they have to move sometimes. God says, let's go somewhere else. The Anan, the cloud, moves, and they have to dismantle the Mishkan and then build it somewhere else. Okay? And each one of the families, Merari, Gershon, and Kahat, have different things they have to do in the process of dismantling the Mishkan, the tabernacle. And Kahat gets to deal with the actual vessels themselves. First it is Aharon and his sons have to come and actually cover them. The menorah, the Mizbeach Zahav, all sorts of vessels. And then Kahat needs to come in and take them out once they're covered. And it says this about it, okay? V'zot asu lehem v'chayu. This, you should do this and live. V'lo yamutu, and don't die. B'gishtam et kodesh HaKodashim. When they approach the Kodesh HaKodashim, Aharon uvanav, Yavo, so Aaron and his sons, they'll come first. V'samu otam ish ish al avodoto v'al masa'o. They'll appoint everybody to do exactly what they need to do. V'lo yavo lirot kavalat HaKodesh v'metu. And this is the pasuk which actually ends Parshat Bamidbar, and it's a very strange pasuk. They shouldn't come in to see as the Kodesh is Kavalat HaKodesh, as the Kodesh is swallowed, or being swallowed up by itself. Vametu, and then they will die if they see that. So there's much discussion about what does it mean, Kavalat HaKodesh. It's very strong terminology. What I suppose it really means is that they're meant to cover the vessels, and they shouldn't see the vessels uncovered when they're about to take them out, that kind of thing. But Kavalat HaKodesh, it's almost as if the Kodesh is being, the Holy and the Holy of Holies is being swallowed up. And if you think about it, there is a difficulty here. You have a Mishkan, which we say is holy, and then all of a sudden, you dismantle it, and you move it to another place. And that place, the actual physical location, that just a moment ago you said was holy, and there was an Azara, there was a courtyard, there was a Kodesh, there was a holy place, and then there was a Kodesh HaKodashim, where nobody could go in, except for a Kohen Gadol. All of a sudden, that has just become a simple piece of land, earth, sand, and we move on to somewhere else. And then we take a simple piece of land, and we erect the tabernacle, the Mishkan, and now that becomes holy. So there's a lot here which has got to do with our relationship to the holy, and our relationship to something that just a moment ago was holy, and now seems to be completely normal, neutral, even profaned. And this is, I think, not something specially for the Mishkan. Now I want to explain why it is, as a rabbi, that I get so upset with people talking immediately after they finish their Shmonas. Why would I get so angry there? Why not get upset if somebody's talking in their Shmonas? Well, if they're talking in their Shmonas, then for sure you know they haven't gotten anywhere. But the people who talk immediately after their Shmonas, it makes one wonder what has gone on in the Shmona Esrei itself. The question here is Kavalat HaKodesh. What is the problem of Kavalat HaKodesh? It's that as the tabernacle, as the Mishkan gets dismantled, as you cover up those beautiful vessels, those beautiful kilim, you can become cynical because you're taking apart the Kodesh. The holiness is being dismantled. It's being broken apart. So where is the holiness? Where is it? Our relationship to the holiness is crucial. I'm not saying our relationship is what makes holiness. There is holiness, independent perhaps of us. But our relationship to it is crucial. Our ayin yafa, our ayin tova, or ayin ra'ah. Our ability to be cynical about it completely dismantles everything. And then there is only death. So, what happens? It's not just a question of how you do something. It's a question of how you dismantle it. How you walk back from your Shemona Esrei. How you relate to your religious Kodesh experiences. That might not define the experience, but it frames it. It turns that experience into something that might be wholesome, or something that essentially you've disengaged from. You live in a kind of dissonance between your holy experiences and your regularness. You daven and immediately later you're talking about whatever we all talk about. I think this is crucial. Our cynicism towards ourselves, our belittling or our uncomfortableness around our religious, spiritual experiences. It wasn't anything. And this immediate movement too quickly from the Kodesh, from the holy inside ourselves, to the secular, to the profane. That's why we know the Gemara talks about that you need two entrances into a shul, right? As is explained. One to leave, almost to try to have a movement to leave the world behind and to enter into something new. But it's more, I think, about the simple notion of how do we relate to ourselves and our religious experiences.